Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Mind your business. Only on Money FM 89.3.
Thanks for joining us here on The Breakfast Show. I'm Audrey Seek with today's Mind Your Business, and today we're zooming in on cars. Now, the automotive industry and greenhouse gas emissions, it's no secret that the two kind of go hand in hand. Transport is a big contributor to emissions worldwide, 25% of emissions in the EU, 29% in the US, and 8.1% in APAC. And while governments are stepping in with policies and regulations, what about the companies actually building and maintaining these vehicles? How are they tackling sustainability? Now, that's where today's guest comes in. When you hear Motul, you probably think of high-performance engine oils. But did you know they've been driving major innovations in sustainability? Now they're making moves in electric and hybrid technologies, AI-driven maintenance, and sustainability efforts. So to tell us more, we're thrilled to have Lionel Dantiacq, Chief Executive Officer of Motul Asia Pacific, with us this morning. Good morning, Lionel. Thanks so much for joining us on breakfast.
Good morning, Audrey. Thanks a lot for having me, and congrats for the poem.
Yeah, it's great to have you on. Now, let's just dive in here, Lionel. You know, governments around the world have been rolling out policies to cut emissions in the automotive sector. But how is the industry really holding up? Are we seeing real progress towards sustainability?
I think the progress are pretty obvious. It's still the start of a journey with a lot of things to be done for all car makers, but as well for all the suppliers and all the parts, components and suppliers of the automotive industry. So with this conviction that we have onboarded as well at Motul on this journey, trying to get really an end-to-end vision of what can be our contribution to sustainability, from procurement of the raw materials to the focus of our R&D centers on new products, as well to go for end-to-end on the recycling initiatives. So really to consider that this is at our level what we have to do, putting all the efforts of the teams and all the spirit of the teams around this determination that we have to contribute. We have to play a major role there. The trend is obvious, decarbonization, sustainability. We know that the planet is suffering and that we have a role to play there. So how we do it, this is it, and not only putting some KPIs on the 30 years horizon, but acting every day to make it happen.
Yeah, it's a pretty huge undertaking. And so, of course, we've seen a big push for EVs nowadays. And there's a lot of debate over the future of internal combustion engines. Some say that they'll phase out. Others think that they'll evolve. What's your take on this?
So again, difficult to have some convictions and the right numbers for the next years to come, because this is changing pretty much. We will have for sure different paces of evolution according to the countries. We'll have as well, depending on the OEMs, which are the ones driving this evolution, a lot of different things. My conviction is that the future will be diverse. For sure, we will have battery EVs, and we have a lot of OEMs who have onboarded on that. But we will have as well a lot of hybrid powertrains, and we see that recently these trends of hybrid vehicles, either hybrids or plug-in hybrids or extended range EVs, is ramping up extremely fast. We'll have as well hydrogen for some applications, more on the heavy truck perhaps usage or marine. We have as well still the industrial combustion engine, which will continue with new progress on new fuels, biofuels, e-fuels. So a lot of things being done there on different technologies and different powertrains. At the end of the day, all of them hopefully contributing to sustainability. So for me, I still see some future in the next decades. Okay, the park will still be massively IC in most of the countries in Asia for the next decades. But we are working along with the OEMs, along with all the other stakeholders of this system for hydrogen, for biofuels, for e-fuels, and for hybrid. The future will be diverse because the consumers are diverse and they want some choice.
Yeah, speaking of this diverse future that we have to look forward to, how has this all changed the way Motul approaches product development and sustainable solutions, at a lubricant manufacturer like Motul?
Again, at the starting point, you have the determination. You have a leap of faith.
Yeah.
This is what you have to do for many reasons, for the planet and for you people. Okay, so once you have said that and once you have communicated on this direction, and indeed the whole company should be reorganized around that. So again, it starts with procurement, with raw materials, which are very important parts of the sustainability progress for us at Motul. So our teams are working with suppliers on developing new sustainable raw materials. We are having more and more usage of regenerated base oil, for instance, that we'll put on our new generation of products. All our R&D activities are now more and more focused on that, on the raw materials and on development of products integrating those sustainable raw materials. Our marketing teams are working on that. Our project managers, our HR people are working around that. We edited our first ESG report last year, and it has been a community of all Motul teams in Asia contributing to that. Again, from procurement, R&D to manufacturing, marketing, and salespeople.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's all hands on deck on this initiative. And Motul is stepping up in a big way. And leading the charge is the N-Gen range, which blends sustainability with high performance. So tell us more about this game-changing innovation and how it supports EV growth globally.
Yes, so here we are mainly on this very fast-growing trend of the hybrid vehicles. Motul was the first lubricant brand 12 years ago to launch the hybrid range for engine oils. Perhaps it was a bit too early at that moment, so we think this is the very right moment to reinvest in this and to show to our partners, distributors, and to our consumers that we have the right solution for hybrid vehicles. So basically, the main thing on the N-Gen, new generation hybrid products, either engine oils, but as well brake fluids and transmission fluids, is the usage of regenerated base oil. Okay, so we have done a lot of progress in the industry overall in collecting the used oil and in transforming it. Okay, so now the performances are not like perhaps 50 years ago, not that good, but today they are excellent and they are as good or even sometimes better than the pure virgin oil. So the integration of this regenerated base oil along with some additives enables us to go very much in fit with the hybrid vehicles. So massive launch. We have started with two-wheelers engine oil, and now in April we are launching for cars some hybrid offers. Again, both engine oils, but as well transmission and brake, because this is an overall system of fluids that we are bringing. So big bets. Because, again, my conviction is the hybrid will be pushed by the constructors, but as well by the consumers as hopefully the very right combination between sustainability, autonomy, and cost.
Yes, absolutely. And I think a lot of our listeners may know Motul as, being deeply involved in MotoGP for years, official lubricant partner since 2015, I believe, title sponsor of races, key supporter of racing teams. How do you strike that balance, between high performance and sustainability in motorsports?
Great question, because indeed the question is at the core of that. Knowing that what we see on the tracks is the result of a lot of work, of co-design, of engineering, of advanced research with the OEMs, and this is the spirit. It's not only to win a race, okay, and to be a very part of a race victory. It's as well all the work which has been done upstream with very advanced technology, with very much co-design with the OEMs, and this is exactly where we are today. I was mentioning biofuels, e-fuels. This is probably the new trend in motorsports, combining sustainability and performance. Okay, so the traditional fuels will not be used anymore, but yes, we are working with our partners, OEMs, on those biofuels and e-fuels to try to push the implementation of that in the races, and therefore, like this, to contribute to sustainability as well in motorsport. So this is where, hopefully, the two roads will be all together. Yes,
where the two roads merge. Fantastic. And we know that 2024 was a big year for Motul. You launched your very first ESG report, that's Environmental Social Governance Report, powering sustainable progress. So can you tell us some of the key takeaways and how is Motul driving sustainability in the automotive industry in the years to come?
The acknowledgements that we did with all the team is that, again, we can contribute to a part of it, but we can influence the rest of it, okay? Scope 1, Scope 2, and Scope 3 have to be onboarded there. What we directly control on our day-to-day day-to-day work, consumption, energy consumption at the factory. This is things that we can control. But other things, we have to partner with people, especially our suppliers, again, because they are the ones contributing to the massive decarbonization of the product. So here, we have engaged a lot of discussions with our suppliers. We have pushed them to go for innovative solutions in sustainability. We have engaged as well, it was perhaps not the case before, with many other stakeholders in this ecosystem of sustainability. We have discovered a bunch of fantastic startups working in this domain. We have started working as well with governments. We have here a fantastic relation with Enterprise Singapore. So again, it has been the acknowledgement that the product is one thing, our consumption of energy is a thing, but let's open and wide the circle. Let's work much more with our suppliers. Let's qualify them. Let's put a bit of pressure on them. Let's quantify and let's track the progress. And let's see downstream with the governments, with the startups, how we can all together go a bit better and deeper in this initiative. So a bit of change of perspective, I would say, not anymore centered only on ourselves, but really opening wide the scope, because this is the only way to make it, with partnerships, with innovation, discovering things and trying them, okay, and engaging the energy of all the stakeholders of this sustainability map.
Yeah, so like you said, partnerships and collaboration is really, really important. So what's next for Motul? You know, what's in the product pipeline for 2025? And are there any major initiatives that we should watch out for?
Yes, the teams are working every day very intensely on that. Again, energy is at the source of, and good energy is at the source of what we have to do. On the product roadmap, I will not make the sales call today, but you mentioned, Audrey, thank you, the engine. Indeed, we started with two-wheelers. We are launching in April the four-wheelers version, engine oil, transmission, and brake fluid. We have as well the massive launch in April and May of an extended range of chemicals, additives, car care, bike care, motorcycle care products for pampering and optimizing the car, as well based on sustainable raw materials, including packaging with biodegradability. We are engaging with some partners as well on immersed batteries solution, where we are pushing some coolants, which will contribute to a better efficiency of the charging of the EV batteries, a better overall performance of all this. We are partnering with companies in France and now in Asia on retrofitting as well, seeing how we can retrofit some IC vehicles towards EV or hydrogen. We are following very closely all the evolution of biofuel, e-fuel, and as I told you, hopefully taking a nice contribution on it. So a lot of things in the roadmap. The teams are on a pretty intense race towards
all engines go,
it
seems like, and you guys, we have so much to look forward to. Before you go, Lionel, you know, Motul is a very well-established company with a rich legacy, but how do you keep this entrepreneurial mindset alive in a company of this scale, you know, because you have to roll with the punches of whatever comes at you?
Yeah, this is the mission and the energy that we have to deploy every day. Indeed, we have been growing pretty much on the last years, thanks to the team and thanks to the dynamism. So we are headquartered here in Singapore, but from 6 subsidiaries 5 years ago, now we have 12 subsidiaries. We have 3 R&D centers. We have more than 150,000 retailers, partners of ours. We have 10 production sites across Asia. Again, we have doubled that in the last 5 years. So what is there? Probably the passion, probably the communication close to the team. So where we go, we don't have all the solutions, but at least we communicate as much as we can on the questions we have, and we try to get the feedbacks. We have this obsession for the results, because, you know, I don't believe in only long-term horizon plannings, okay? What you are doing today will impact the future.
Yeah.
And the future is getting prepared today. So all that is very much connected. I do believe in consistency in everything we are doing. I do believe in praising the teams for the success they are having. I do believe in putting the customer at the center of what we do, identifying, understanding better the pains, and trying to answer to those pains as much as we as we can. I do believe in rewarding the teams and making them happy and smiling, even if not every day is a happy one. That's it. So there's a lot of energy which is required, a lot of initiatives to make the teams proud of what they are doing, a lot of work to be done to give to everybody a chance to be part of this journey. So with the right involvement, with the right guidance. So this is complex, and I'm not saying I have the solution. And at the end of the day, I do believe in being very humble on this journey of sustainability, in the management of the teams as well, to know where you come from, okay, to know that the priority is to listen to the teams, to listen to the customers, to get all the proper feedbacks, and that's it, to make it better a bit every day. So in this humility and this questioning in front of all the volatility we're mentioning at the beginning of your intervention on these global markets, I think key. So let's be humble, active listeners and doers.
Yes, and a lot of energy indeed. Motul is pushing boundaries not just in performance, but in sustainability and innovation as well. And with electrification and new green technologies on the horizon, it's clear that Motul is gearing up for the future in a pretty big way. We've been speaking with Lionel Dantiacq, CEO of Motul Asia Pacific. Thank you so much for joining us today, Lionel. It was great having you.
Thank you so much, Audrey.
Thank you. Stay with us on The Breakfast Show on Money FM 89.3.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.